Okay, good morning, dear students. Welcome to Analysis and Design of Algorithm class. Okay, so in the previous class, we have completed module 1. Okay, so with module 1, now we are going to start in the module 1, we have covered some of the basic concepts, fundamental concepts, what is algorithm, mathematical analysis of both theoretical and empirical analysis, mathematical analysis of recursive and non-recursive algorithms. Then we have taken some syncrotic notations, informal definitions, omega. Then we have taken big O, big omega, and big theta, and we have taken some problems using the order of growth, particularly the limit approach. Okay, and as well as the L'Hopital's rules, Stirling's formulas, by using which we have identified some of the techniques to solve in order to identify to which category given function belongs, whether it belongs to big O of n or big theta of n, or it may be big omega, whatever it is. So with all this, module 1 has completed. So now we shall go for module 2. So today we are going to discuss module 2. So in this module 2, we have some of the techniques, the problem solving techniques. What we are going to find out here is the first one is the brute force. Okay, and after the brute force, we are going to solve some of the techniques related to divide and conquer. So before that, we can take the brute force. Then in this brute force, we have two types of problems. What we are going to solve here. The first one is the selection sort. The selection sort is the first type of problems today we are going to solve, and we have another technique, that is the bubble sort is also there. Then we have linear search or sequential search. So these three are the problems what we are going to solve. First, we are going to take the definition of a brute force. Then we take selection sort. Selection sort, I think I have explained in the previous class. No worries. If not, once again I am going to cover. Then we are going to discuss bubble sort. Once you define the algorithm, take an example, then perform some of the mathematical analysis. That is identifying the time complexity. Then we have linear search. So, okay, so this is the first one, that is brute force and exhaustive search. Now, with all this, we'll take the definition of a brute force. Can you see this PDF, dear students? Can you see this PDF? Hello? PDF ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Fine.
sir.
So this is the definition of a brute force. See, brute force, it is a straightforward approach of the calculator. It means there is no any other way. Whatever the problem, what we are going to consider, it will be solved straight away. There is no any other alternative methods or any other methods so that we can modify the existing methodology, the basic methodology. It is not like so. Whatever the problem, what we are going to consider, this will be straight away, it will be solved. So this is so called as a brute force. So once again, I am going to tell that a brute force is a straightforward approach. Okay, this particular problem solving technique is used to solve basic simple type of problems like linear search. We have bubble sort and we have the selection sort. Okay, so these are the things what we are discussing. So the better example, if you take so you take the polynomial an, this polynomial an can be represented like a1. Okay, then we have a2, then we have a3, okay, so on. You can represent them as ai. Okay, so this is another way of representation of a straightforward approach. Okay, so once again, what I'm going to do, I'm going to write all the series. So this is also another example of input force. Similarly, we can take we have a to the power of n. It can be also written like this. So we have a, so on up to we have a up to n. So this together n times. So this can be also considered as a power exponential of some term can be also represented. Board ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಪಿನ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿ. Okay, can you do that now? Yes. Board ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ?
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿದೆ.
ಓಕೆ ಫೈನ್. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಪಿನ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬೋರ್ಡು ಮತ್ತೆ PDF ಎರಡಕ್ಕೂ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. So an so on up to a, you can represent this is a polynomial of degree n. This is a polynomial of degree n. So it can be represented as a product of all the products n times. This is also one of the example for a group force approach. So now we will take an example for selection sort. Okay. So what is selection sort? How it works? So I think I have already explained this in my previous class. The working mechanism of this particular selection sort. Oh, today Farhan joined the class. Miracle. Miracles are going to happen today. Okay, selection sort. So how this selection sort will work? So the approach is very, very simple. So the given element in a array will be scanned for the smallest element. The smallest element will be scanned in the array. Then, so once a smallest element will be scanned in an array, so this will be taken to the last position, or what we consider to the first position, and the rest of the elements can be declared as n minus 1, and the scan process will continue in n minus 1 for identification of second smallest element, and once again this will be put in the last position. So the process will continue. So this is the representation how it works. So we have a0, the first element, which is of course less than a1 because once it has been sorted. So it is less than, so on up to we have ai minus 1. So ai minus 1, which is totally sorted. So these elements are totally sorted. This will be separated by a progressive bar. Then we have the next element, that is ai. So on up to a min, so on up to an minus 1. Okay. So this is the next part we have to do. We have to identify the smallest among them. So once again, if the smallest element is present, we have to shift to this region, and this bar will go to the next position. Okay. So this is how the logic of the selection sort will work. Now we have an algorithm here. Okay, dear students, can you see, can you able to see whether I am audible?
Yes, sir. Audible.
So now this is the algorithm for selection sort. Okay, so the algorithm very simple. So it is algorithm selection sort. We have an array. So a of 0 to so on up to n minus 1 is a array. This array has to be sorted out. So the logic is very simple. For I is equals to 0 to n minus 2. For I is equals to 0 to n minus 2 do. So this is the for loop. Then we have min is equals to I. Whatever the minimum element will be stored in another variable called as way I. Then we have a for loop here. For j is equals to I plus 1 to n minus 1 do. So this is the second for loop. Then we have a conditional statement here. If a of j is less than a of min, if a of j is less than a of min, then what you have to do? You have to change the value of min by, initially it was I know, so it has to be changed by j. Okay. Next, if it is true, then min is equals to j. Then otherwise, swap both a of I and swap both a of I and a of min. Are you able to see now? So,
Yes.
so this is the thing. So swap both the things here. So this is the algorithm. This is the algorithm for the selection sort. Now, so once you define the algorithm, the next thing is how to find out the analysis, how to find out the time complexity for this. Okay. So first you tell me whether this is a recursive algorithm or non-recursive algorithm. Whether this is a recursive or non-recursive algorithm. I need response from your side, otherwise it is very difficult for me. If you don't know, you tell me don't know, I will tell that. But don't keep quiet. We are running out of time. So please, I need response to whether it is recursive or non-recursive.
Non-recursive.
Students, super. It's a non-recursive. Ellu kuda recursion andre ಇಲ್ಲಿ algorithm selection sort ಅಂತ ಈ selection sort ಅಂತ ಹೆಸರು ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ ಒಳಗಡೆ. Recursion ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? A function which will call itself ಅಂತ. Fine. Super. Now, so just remember the general procedure for making mathematical analysis of non-recursive algorithm. The first step is identify the input size, define the input size. So what is the input size here? What is the input size? I'm showing it. What is the input size?
N.
N is the input size because n represents number of elements to be given as an input. So n is the input size. Next, can you identify? Again, this is really tricky question. Dear students, I need definite response from your side. Can you tell me the basic operation in this algorithm?
Swapping.
Yes. So swapping. So this statement which is there inside the for loop. So this statement which is there inside the for loop, this will be executed. So this for loop will be executed for all the things. So comparison. If a of j less than a of min will be taken as a comparison statement. So this comparison statement can be considered as a
Basic operation.
How to perform the mathematical analysis? ಸೊ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹುಷಾರಾಗಿದೆ, ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಕಿ ಆಗಿದೆ, ನೋಡುವ ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ ನೋಡುವ. Okay. So the basic operation can be evaluated now. Okay. So which is the basic operation? So this statement together, including this total. So this will be the basic operation. So where it is present, how to do that? So this basic operation can be, I mean, the mathematical analysis can be represented by C of n. Okay, C of n is equals to C of n is equals to. So first for loop. Where is the first for loop? Here. It is whether it is I loop or J loop.
I loop, sir.
The first for loop is I loop. Very good. So for every for loop, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು for loop ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸಿಗ್ಮಾ ಹಾಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Okay. So sigma, it varies from I is equals to 0 to up to
n minus 2.
Up to n minus 2. That is first for loop. Next one is second for loop. It is a J loop alwa. So summation of J is equals to starts from
I plus 1 to n
I
minus
plus 1 up to
N minus 1.
n minus 1. For this much of operation, for this much of repetitions, how many times basic operation will be executed?
1 time.
One time. Okay. So now we have to simplify this. How to simplify this? Note. First, you solve this inner sigma or inner sigma statement. So outer sigma remains as it is. Sigma I is equals to 0 to n minus 2. Now you know that the summation J, lower bound to upper bound 1 is upper bound minus lower bound plus 1. Isn't it? I have given the formula in the previous class. Will you remember that? So what is upper bound?
n minus 1.
It is n minus 1. N minus 1. Then what is the lower bound?
I plus 1.
I plus 1.
Plus
Okay.
1.
Then remaining one. So there is another one here. Okay. So there is another one plus 1. Okay. So now to simplify this, what happens? Sigma A is equals to 0 to n minus 2. So here the n minus 1 you take this as it is minus I minus 1 plus 1. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ?
0.
Minus 1 plus 1 cancel ಆಗಿಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. What remains is n minus 1 minus I. So this is what is going to remain. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Next, further simplification ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗೋಣ. So if you still simplify this, ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? We have n minus 2, that is upper bound, minus lower bound 0. Then we have plus n, we have minus 1, we have minus I. Okay. Okay. So now what happens? See here, n minus 2 minus 0 minus 1. So okay, ಏನಾಗ್ಬೋದು ಇದು ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ
2n minus 3 minus I.
2n
Minus 3 minus I.
2n minus 3 minus I ಅಂತಾನೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ we can say ಇಷ್ಟು ಕೂಡ ನೀವು ಬಿಡಬಹುದು ಇಷ್ಟು ಕೂಡ ಬಿಡಬಹುದು so everything is in terms of n highest polynomial ಯಾವ್ದಪ್ಪ degree linear equation that is n so this can be represented that is the approximately equal to theta of n ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ so this is the mathematical analysis of the selection sort ಸರಿನಾ okay so now this is the example okay so shall I rub the board
Yes, sir.
so if you take any example here so we have an example 89 we have 45 we have 68 and we have 90 we have 29 we have 34 and we have 70 so tell me whether this is a sorted array or unsorted array dear students
Unsorted array.
of course it is an unsorted array so how to sort first we have to identify what we have to do you have to take a separation this is a separation bar you introduce a separation bar once you introduce a separation bar next identify the smallest element here what is the smallest element
29.
what is the smallest element
17.
17 very good 17 is the smallest array I mean element first you take to one end 17 you take now you move this bar like here okay that is 45 68 90 29 34 then 8 so next what you have to do now so in the remaining part so this is the remaining part this is already sorted part in this remaining part identify the smallest element
29.
so 29 is the smallest element you move this to the sorted region so 17 then we have 29 now you move this to here this bar one position here what remains now 68 90 then so otherwise do one thing you take the remaining portion that is 68 90 then we have after that in this place 29 has moved here so we have to take the 45 here 45 then we have 34 then we have 89 so identify the smallest element
34.
identify the smallest element 34 is the smallest element now you move this 34 here so 70 29 34 now you move this bar here so what remains now 90 then we have 45 in this place I have to take the new value that is 68 and 89 so what is the smallest element here
45.
this is the smallest element here
45.
so 45 is the smallest element once again you move this 70 29 34 so it becomes 45 you move this bar again here so now this region becomes 90 We have 68 and 89. Next. So what is the smallest element in this region, which is unsorted region?
68.
So 68. Once again, you move this here. 17, 29, 34, 45, and it is 68. To move this bar again here, so what remains is 90 and 8. So which is the smallest element in this unsorted region?
89.
89 is the smallest. Once again, you move this. So 17, 29, 34, 45, 68, then 89. What remains is 90. So now it is a sorted array. So that is why the loop will goes up to n minus 2. Okay. So it means we can stop here only, because if there is only one element present in the unsorted part, it means your array is sorted. So this mechanism is so called as selection sorting. So algorithm mathematical analysis time complexity ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. Yes, any doubts? Dear students,
No,
ಅರ್ಥ
sir.
ಆಯ್ತಾ?
ಸರ್ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಸಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ಗಾರಿಥಮ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಸರ್ ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡೌಟ್ ಇದೆ.
ಇದು ಈ ರೀಸನ್
ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್
ಹಾ
2n minus 2 minus 30 ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್.
ಟೈಮ್ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸಿಟಿನಾ ನಮಗೆ ಆಗ್ಲೇ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂದಿತ್ತು? 2n ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರೀತೀವಿ? 2n
minus 3 minus
3
minus i
i ಬಂದಿತ್ತು. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಇಫ್ ಯು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ದಿಸ್, ಇದು ಒಂದು ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್, ಒಂದು ಪಾಲಿನಾಮಿಯಲ್ ಇದು. ಸೊ ಪಾಲಿನಾಮಿಯಲ್ ಅಂತಂದಾಗ ನೋಡಿ, ಇದನ್ನೇ ಪಾಲಿನಾಮಿಯಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೆಯೋದು. a1 x to the power of 1, a2 x to the power of 2x2, so on an into x to the power of n. This is a polynomial of degree n ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. Similarly, if you consider like this, okay, we have a x cube plus bx square plus cx is equals to 0. This is a polynomial of degree 3 ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು cubic equations ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. Similarly, we have ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. This is a polynomial of degree 2 ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ quadratic equation ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. Similarly, we have ax plus b, okay, is equals to 0 ಅಥವಾ plus c is equals to 0. ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಹೈಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ 1 ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, so it is a polynomial of degree 1, so called as linear equations. This is a quadratic cubic polynomial of degree n ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಈ ಕ್ಯಾಟಗರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನೀವು ಬಂದಾಗ, ಸೊ ಈ 2n minus 3 minus i plus minus i, it is a linear equation. ಹೌದೋ ಅಲ್ವೋ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪವರ್ ಎಷ್ಟು 1. ಎಸ್ ಆರ್ ನೋ?
ಸರ್ ಇದು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಸಮೇಶನ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ +1 ಆಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಅಪ್ಪರ್ ಬೌಂಡ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಲೋಯರ್ ಬೌಂಡ್ +1, ಅವಾಗ ಈಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. 2n minus 2 minus i.
ಹಾ ಹೇಳಿ. 2n ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಹೇಳಿ. 2n minus
2 minus i
minus i, ಫೈನ್, ತೊಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇದು ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ನಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಾ? ಪಾಲಿನಾಮಿಯಲ್ ಬೇಕು ನಮಗೆ. ಇದ್ರ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? 1 ಇದೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈ ಥೀಟಾ ಆಫ್ n ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀನಿ. ಸಪೋಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಇತ್ತು ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ, ದೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಥೀಟಾ ಆಫ್ n ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಅಂತ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ?
ಸರ್ ಓಕೆ ಸರ್.
So this is all about selection sort. Now we shall go to the next type of problem. So bubble sort. Bubble sort you already degree ಓದಿದ್ದೀರಾ? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Fine. So bubble sort ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, the adjacent element will be compared. Okay, adjacent element ಅಂದ್ರೆ like this, we have a0, we have a1, so on. ab ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು aj ಗೆ ರೀಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. The adjacent element of Aj is Aj plus 1. So there is a comparison in between these two. ಪಕ್ಕ ಪಕ್ಕ ಇರೋ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಕಂಪ್ಯಾರಿಸನ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸೊ ಆನ್ ಅಪ್ ಟು ಎ ಎನ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಐ ಪ್ಲಸ್ 1. ಎ ಎನ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಐ ಪ್ಲಸ್ 1. Okay. So next, so on it will continue up to an ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. Okay, ಅಥವಾ an minus 1. So this is the means we have to make the comparison between the adjacent elements. ಪಕ್ಕ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಾವು ಕಂಪ್ಯಾರಿಸನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಬಬಲ್ ಸಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್. ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ, ದೆನ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಅಲ್ಗೋರಿಥಮ್ so that we can identify the time complexity. So ಈಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅಲ್ಗೋರಿಥಮ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ PDF ಅಲ್ಲಿ?
Yes, sir.
So now we are going to perform the mathematical analysis. So for this, which is the basic operation?
Comparison.
Comparison is a basic operation. So first now ಇವಾಗ C of n ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯಬೇಕು. C of n is equals to first summation ಹೇಳಿ, sigma I is equals to
0 to n minus
n minus 2, and second summation we have j is equals to 0 to
n minus 2 minus
n minus 2 minus I. Rina?
yes, sir.
For this much of repetitions, how many times basic operation will be executed?
One time.
So one time basic operation will be executed. Now you simplify this. First summation ಅನ್ನು ಹಾಗೆ ಉಳಿಸ್ಕೊಂತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. Sigma I is equals to 0 to n minus 2. Next, upper bound minus lower bound plus 1. So ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ n minus 2 minus I, okay, minus 0, that is lower bound, then remaining 1 plus 1. So sigma I is equals to 0 to n minus 2. So what happens? ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಇದು ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ?
n minus 1 minus I.
So if you simplify this, n minus 1 minus I. So n minus 1 minus 1 I. ಸರಿ ಇದೆಯಪ್ಪ ಇದು?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So ಮತ್ತೆ ಇವಾಗ once again you simplify. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? n minus 2 minus 0 plus n minus 1 minus I. Simplify ಮಾಡಿ ಹೇಳಿ ನನಗೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಇದು?
2n minus 3 minus I.
2n ಅಥವಾ ಸಿ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಸೊ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಇದೆ, ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ. ಸಿಗ್ಮಾ ಐ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು 0 to n, okay, so 0 to I, 0 to n, for I is equals to n into n plus 1 whole divided by 2 ಅಂತ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಬರ್ಸಿದ್ದೆ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಇದೆಯಾ?
Yes, sir.
ಅದೇ ತರನೇ ನಾವು ಇವಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ, ಓಕೆ, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, n ಮೈನಸ್ n ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ n minus 2 ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ n minus 1 into n whole divided by 2 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. This is the formula which I have copied from the previous classes. Because ಇದನ್ನ ನಾನು ಬರ್ಸಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾಸ್, ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಮುಂದೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ. l minus u plus 1 ಅದೇ ತರನೇ ಸೀರೀಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಸ್ಗೂ ನಾನು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿಗೆ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾಸ್ ಬರ್ಸಿದ್ದೆ. So this is what we are going to get finally. Yes or no? So what happens? So this will be taken as, so n into n ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, n square minus n by 2 ಅಂತಾನು ಬರ್ಕೋಬೋದಾ ಇದನ್ನ? Can I write like
Yes,
this
sir.
also? So now this is a thing. Identify the polynomial of highest degree.
N square.
So this can be represented as theta of n square. So this is the mathematical analysis or analysis part of bubble sort. ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಾ ಇದು? चलो इरब can I rub this? ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಾ?
Yes, sir.
Now we'll take an example for this bubble sort. Okay, now you can see an example there. So the example is 89, we have element, and we have element 45. Then we have 68, 90. Really got enough for numbers. So 68, 90, 29. We have 34, and we have 70. So these are this element, whether this is a sorted element, I mean sorted array.
No, sir.
So it is not a sorted array. So first make the adjacency. Okay. So make the comparison in between them. So things always move the lower element towards the left and higher element towards the right. Since the lower left element is higher than the right element, you swap them. So what remains is 45 and 89 will be swapped interchangeable. Okay. Then you copy the rest of the elements as it is. 68, 90, 99, 34, 70. So now you just move this comparison to the next element, that is adjacency. That is, you make the comparison between 89 and 68. Suppose if the right hand element is lower and left hand element is higher, once again we swap them. So now it becomes 45, 68, and we have 89, we have 90, we have 29, 34, 17. So now you just shift this process of comparison to the next immediate position between 89 and 90. Since left side element is already sorted, so these two elements are sorted because 89 is smaller than 90. No need to swap. You continue the process to the next, that is 45, 68, 89, and 90 as it is. Then we have 29, we have 34, 70. So now you shift this process of comparison of adjacency among 90 and 29. Since 90 is higher and 29 is smaller, you make the swap in between them. So 45, 68, 89. We have 29 here and 90 will jumps here, and we have 34 and 70. So now you jump this process of comparison again. So since 90 is higher than 34, you once again swap them. 45, 68, 89, we have 29. So 34 will come here, 34 will come here, and 90 will jump here, 70. So now the last element will be compared. Since 90 is higher than 70, you make a swapping process. You continue. So 45, 68, 89, 99, 34, 17, and 90. So now this process is so called as one pass. So This is entire process is called as pass 1 ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಪಾಸ್ 1 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ this is 90. The highest element will bubbles up to the end element, last position. The highest element will jumps to the last position. Understand the board? So now in the next pass, what we have to do? We have to perform the same thing between 45, 68, 89, so 29, 34, 17, 90. So now once again you apply the same adjacency comparison since 45 and 68. They are already sorted. Now jump to this next position. If you jump to the next position is also sorted, but here there is a one sort. So you move here 68, and we have 29, 89, 34, 17, 90. So now you jump this adjacency since it is again the elements are smaller. 45, 68, 29, 34 and 89 will be swapped. Then we have 17, we have 90. And now once again the adjacency comparison, since it is smaller, the process will continue like this. And 17 will come here and 89 will go here. 90. So this is already sorted. So this entire process is called as pass 2 mechanically. So pass 1, pass 2. So like this. So here once again the last element 89 has been bubbled towards the end. The in the next pass, the 68 is going bubble from here. In the next pass, we have 45 is going bubble. In the next pass, 34 will bubble. In the next pass, 29 will bubble. Finally, 17 will come to the extreme left. So this is how the bubble sort is going to. Okay, ಇದು ಫುಲ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ನಾನು ಪಾಸ್ 1 ಪಾಸ್ 2 ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ನೀವು ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪಾಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕ್ಲಾರಿಟಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಎನಿ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್?
No, sir.
Yes, student. ಓಕೆ, ಇವತ್ತು ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಸಾರ್ಟ್ ಬಬಲ್ ಸಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ನೋಡೋಣ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಮತ್ತೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡೋಣ ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಬ್ರೂಟ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಅದನ್ನ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. Okay, so shall we stop here then? If you have any queries, you can ask. All of you give your attendance in the chat box. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ನ ಚಾಟ್ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿ. Color of the board.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Okay, dear students, thank you for joining my session, Nada. Take care of yourself. Okay, give your attendance if you are not given. So we'll continue your class in the next time. We are into tomorrow, or day after tomorrow, and I'm going to continue. So thank you so much for joining the class.
Thank you, sir.